According to Mike Zeroh, Meghan Markle is reportedly screaming at Netflix CEO Greg Peters after her latest project, With Love, Meghan flopped before it even hit the screen. Who could have seen this coming? Literally everyone except Meghan herself. It turns out that with Love, Meghan isn't just a disaster. It's a historic disaster. Even Netflix, which has greenlit some pretty questionable content in the past, is desperately trying to distance itself from this train wreck. The show has been described as inauthentic and cringeworthy by test audiences, which is just a polite way of saying we'd rather watch paint dry. Greg Peters, the man tasked with cleaning up this mess, had the audacity to try to salvage what little dignity Netflix has left. He made the bold move of cutting a painfully awkward scene featuring Meghan and Mindy Kaling, where they welcomed celebrity cameos into her fictional home. Test audiences labelled the scene a deal breaker, and honestly, if that's the worst part, we shudder to think what else is in the show. Naturally, Meghan did what she does best, threw a fit. Sources claim she screamed at Greg Peters during a heated remote meeting, furious that he dared to alter her masterpiece. Because in Meghan's world, nothing she does can ever be wrong, and anyone who suggests otherwise must be a traitor to her royal delusions. Apparently, Peters also had the nerve to ban Meghan from the test screening room. Yes, he actually prevented her from watching firsthand as her project crumbled before her eyes. Talk about a power move. Meghan reportedly went ballistic, accusing Peters of sabotaging her and demanding that her precious scenes be reinstated. Peters, showing actual leadership, refused. Netflix is slashing marketing for the show and even cancelling the second major trailer. Why? Because they know it's going to flop. No amount of PR magic can save this sinking ship, and Netflix would rather cut its losses than waste another dime on what will likely be one of its biggest failures to date. Now that screaming hasn't worked, Meghan is reportedly considering legal action against Netflix. Why? Because in her mind, she's the victim. She claims her contract didn't allow Netflix to alter the show after post-production. But here's the kicker: Meghan herself requested edits weeks ago, which reopened post-production. Looks like she outmaneuvered herself on that one. Netflix's board of directors briefly entertained the idea of delaying the show until Easter, perhaps hoping for a miracle resurrection of public interest. However, even they decided enough was enough and are ploughing ahead with the March 4th release. Let's be honest, at this point, they just want to get it over with. Meghan's press tour has been a complete disaster. Her big interview with Variety, cancelled. Other major outlets, not interested. Even Netflix doesn't want to associate with the mess they paid for. Meanwhile, subscribers are reportedly leaving Netflix in droves, fed up with Meghan's antics and the platform's recent price hikes. As for Meghan, she's now scrambling to save face, reportedly enlisting her agent and manager to strike back at Netflix. Because, of course, when things don't go her way, it's everyone else's fault. If Meghan thought she could waltz into Hollywood and demand the royal treatment, she's now getting a rude awakening. Netflix is a business, not a personal vanity project, and even the most clueless executives can see that with Love, Meghan is dead on arrival. No amount of screaming, whining, or lawsuits is going to change that.